Hello students, in this video I am going to explain about parametric amplifiers from unit 5, that is microwave solid state devices. So I am going to explain introduction to the parametric amplifier, next total circuit diagram of the parametric amplifier and working principle of parametric amplifier, then finally advantages, disadvantages and some applications of the parametric amplifier. So first we will see some introduction part to the parametric amplifier. So parametric amplifier is used for the low noise amplification at microwave frequency level. So here parametric amplifier is used for low noise amplification at microwave frequency level. So in the main circuit of the parametric amplifier, some active elements like inductor and capacitor are used. So by changing the reactance, the parametric amplifier amplifies the signals using pump circuit. So I will explain what is this pump circuit in the main circuit diagram of the parametric amplifier. So first see the circuit diagram of the parametric amplifier. So this is the circuit diagram of a parametric amplifier. So in this diagram you just see the different components of the parametric amplifier circuit. You see, so this part, so from this is called input signal. So this is the input signal source, and from here to here this total part is called as a signal circuit or input circuit. So this entire thing is input circuit. Okay, so next this part is called a pump circuit. So this is called a pump circuit and this is called input circuit. Okay, so here, so this part, this part, it is called the main function of a parametric amplifier. So to this parametric amplifier we are giving the two inputs. One is called input signal frequency from this side and this is called pump signal frequency. So this entire thing is called pump circuit. So this is called parametric amplifier circuit. So to this parametric amplifier circuit we are giving the input signal frequency as one input and the pump signal frequency as other input. So by taking these two inputs, the parametric amplifier, it is going to give the output signal. So the output signal we can vary or we can collect across these two terminals. So here this VO is called as output voltage. So mainly, so this entire circuit consists of three parts. One is called input circuit. This is also called signal circuit, and this is called the pump circuit, and this is called the output circuit. So this output circuit is also called idler circuit. You just see the diagram, it is called idler circuit. Idler circuit means it is a output circuit. Okay. So now you see the different elements of the circuit. So here this is called RS. So RS means the signal resistance. Input signal resistance. Next LS, the signal inductance. Next CS, the signal capacitance. So these three belongs to the input circuit or signal circuit. So here this Vs is called as the source voltage. So this source is going to deliver some input signal which is having the frequency, some frequency F. So this frequency is denoted with Fs. Okay, now the input current here it is denoted with Is. The input signal current. So this entire thing is called as the input circuit. Okay. Next you see the pump circuit. This entire thing is called pump circuit. In the pump circuit you see the various elements. So this is called the pump circuit capacitance and LP pump circuit inductance RP, pump circuit resistance, and here it is called as the pump current, IP, and this is called as the pump voltage. So here the pump voltage source will act as a local oscillator, and I will tell you why it is called local oscillator. Okay. So next you see, so this is the main part of the parametric amplifier circuit, and this part is called output circuit. The output circuit is also called idler circuit. So that's why the components of the output circuit or idler circuit are CI stands for idler circuit capacitance, LI stands for idler circuit inductance, next RI stands for idler circuit resistance. So if I say idler circuit, you just understand that it is called output circuit. If I say a signal circuit, you just understand it is the input circuit. Okay. So now here you see, from here to here, this part, this is the main circuit of the parametric amplifier. So here this is called the varactor diode. So this is called the varactor diode. So varactor diode is nothing but it is a variable reactor. So here you say varactor diode is a variable reactor. So before going to that one, you just have a look at this varactor diode. Varactor diode is a variable reactor. Varactor diode is a semiconductor device in which the junction capacitance Cj is varied in accordance with the reverse biased voltage Vr. So that's why the junction capacitance Cj is directly proportional to the reverse voltage Vr power minus n, where n is an integer. Hence it is called the voltage variable capacitance of a reverse biased junction. So in the main circuit, so this part, this is called as a varactor diode. So varactor diode means we can vary the capacitance. That is the main concept of the varactor diode. So in the varactor diode, we can vary the junction capacitance. So this is called varactor diode, and this RD is called as the diode resistance, that is in series with the varactor diode. In series with the varactor diode. So now, so if we give these two signals to this parametric amplifier circuit, then the parametric amplifier circuit will give the amplified version of the input signal. So that amplified version of the input signal you can observe at this place, that is called VO, the output voltage. So first you understand the main principle of the amplification process here. So here you just see the varactor diode. It will take two inputs, Fs the operation of a parametric amplifier is somewhat similar to the mixer circuit that is used in any communication system. Just have a look on this mixer circuit concept. So this is the mixer circuit, and here it is input signal with frequency Fin, and here this is called local oscillator. Local oscillator is going to generate some signal with frequency, some frequency FLO. So here it is called output frequency FO. So this output frequency FO so is nothing but input frequency plus or minus local oscillator frequency. So this input frequency and the local oscillator signal frequency are going to combined or subtracted in the mixer circuit. So this is a concept which is used in any communication system. So our parametric amplifier concept is somewhat similar to this mixer circuit. So here in this mixer circuit, according to the required output frequency, the local oscillator is going to generate some signal with some frequency. So now we will compare this mixer circuit with our parametric amplifier circuit. So just see this diagram. So you can easily understand the concept of parametric amplifier circuit with this diagram. So here you see, so this is called varactor diode. So this varactor diode is similar to the mixer circuit, and here input signal frequency with Fs, and here this is called the pump signal frequency Fp. So here the varactor diode will act as a mixer circuit, and the pump circuit will act as a local oscillator. So these two signals are going to combine in the mixer circuit. So here mixer circuit is nothing but varactor diode. So in the varactor diode, the input signal frequency and the pump signal frequency, these two signal frequencies are going to combine or subtracted in the varactor diode. Then we will get the required output frequency, that is denoted with F out. Now we will just see the main circuit of the parametric amplifier. So here's this one. This is the main circuit of the parametric amplifier, and as I told you previously, so this entire part is called as the input circuit, and this is called the pump circuit, and this part is called the output circuit. So this input signal frequency and the pump signal frequency are going to combine in the varactor diode, that is called C of t. Then we will get the required output frequency at this place. Here, I mean in the output circuit. Okay, now we will see why it is called parametric amplifier. So how this name came to this circuit. So here you see, so in the parametric amplifier circuit, if you clearly observe, we are going to use the varactor diode, so to vary the capacitance. So here varactor diode is going to use to vary the junction capacitance. In the varactor diode, the two signal frequencies are going to combine. So why it is called parametric amplifier means, the parametric amplifier is a device in which the periodic variations of its parameters, like capacitance of the varactor diode with pump frequency, are used for amplification purpose. So since it is going to use the circuit parameters, it is called the parametric amplifier. So this parametric amplifier operates in two modes. One is called parametric up conversion, other is called parametric down conversion, that is called PUC and PDC. So in parametric up conversion, if the output frequency is equal to Fs plus Fp, then it is called the parametric up conversion. In this case, the output frequency is greater than the input frequency Fs. In this mode, the gain is more than 1. Hence, this mode, the parametric amplifier, will act as a pure amplifier. So next, second conversion, that is called PDC. In the PDC, output frequency is less than the signal frequency Fs. Output frequency is equal to Fs minus Fp. So in this mode, the gain is less than 1. That's why in this mode, the parametric amplifier cannot act as an amplifier. So this conversion will give more losses. Apart from these two modes, some other type of parametric amplifier is there, that is called negative resistance parametric amplifier. So in negative resistance parametric amplifier, Fi is equal to Fp minus Fs. So make a note of it. Here Fi is nothing but the output frequency. One more type of parametric amplifier is degenerative parametric amplifier. So a degenerative parametric amplifier is defined as the negative resistance amplifier with Fs is equal to Fi. I mean input frequency is equal to output frequency. If Fi is not equal to Fs, then it is called non-degenerative parametric amplifier. So these are the some different types of parametric amplifier. So parametric amplifier circuit, the main parts are input circuit, that is called signal circuit, pump circuit, and then the idler circuit, it is also called as output circuit. Here the pump signal is used to pump the input signal, so that's why it is called as the pump signal. So the pump signal and the input signal are going to combine in the varactor diode. So then it is going to give the required output frequency. The required output frequency may be Fs plus Fp or Fs minus Fp. So this addition and subtraction depends on the variation of the capacitance of the varactor diode. I already told you. So here C of t is nothing but varactor diode. In the varactor diode, these two signals are going to combine or are going to subtract it. So that addition or subtraction depends on the variation of the capacitance of the varactor diode. Generally, this varactor diode is a non-linear device. So this is the working principle of a parametric amplifier. Now we will see advantages, disadvantages, and some applications of the parametric amplifier. Advantages. So since this parametric amplifier circuit is having very less resistance, the noise figure of this circuit is in the range of only 1 to 2 decibels. So this is a main advantage of the parametric amplifier. The second advantage is that this parametric amplifier is going to cover the wide range of frequencies. From
Disadvantages and applications of parametric amplifier.
Disadvantages of parametric amplifier. One is less bandwidth and the second one is gain, which is limited to 20 to 80 dB. Applications: LNA, that is it is used as low noise amplifier, and the second application is it is used in space communications, and the third application is it is used in radio telescope also. Thank you for watching.